Please hold my hand as I go down this road. Can't keep going back to what I used to know.
Hey everyone, my name is Nevaeh. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. It has been too long. I can't even remember when I last actually uploaded. I am just a busy girl. I'm a busy girl. But I am very excited. I've got a new schedule set up for uploading, and hopefully I can do better with consistency. That is my goal. There's so much I want to talk about, but at the same time, I don't know. My mind is just scattered. There's so much going on in my head. Anyways, I just wanted to update you all on me, how I've been doing, everything going on in my life, and get back into uploading and YouTube and all that. Really, I wanted to focus on mental health and where I've been at in my own mental health recently. The last time I uploaded, I was finishing up my junior year of college and going through just personal growth and like a healing journey. And I had expected the year to go so different because I thought I had like a very open schedule, but it turns out I had so much to be doing in between class time. I didn't even have many classes. I was just constantly like up and everywhere. I was just a really busy girl. That is me. Busy girl is me. But at the same time, I feel like I never do enough. Wow. Yeah. But anyways, I've been taking a lot of time just to really, I guess, like, not really soul searching, but really diving deep into who I am, why I am the way that I am, how I process things, and what I really feel. Um, um, I guess it's like finding out more about my identity um, and how I came to be the person I am today. So, what I've come to realize is a lot of the times I hold myself back from being my most authentic self. This this past semester of school, I was taking a social work class called Practice 2, one of the best classes I've ever taken. I loved it so much. And I found out so much about myself and like what some of my biggest dreams were, what some of my biggest fears were, why I am the way that I am, and who I want to be and who I want to present myself as. And I found out that one of my biggest fears is being too much for people. And so I tone myself way down so that I don't scare people off, or so that, I don't embarrass myself or just seem like a weird girl. I don't know. But I didn't know how much I was toning myself down with everybody. And it was pretty rare if someone saw, like, got a glimpse of who I really am. And there's a very select few people who I feel safe or feel comfortable being that way. But I want to be my most authentic self everywhere that I go. I am someone who's very energetic and I talk a lot. I love to smile and I love to laugh, and I'm a big yapper. Like I said, I just talk a lot. I yap to yap. Um, but when I'm not sure of how people will take me, I almost like kind of mimic them so that I'm like, well, this is how they are. So if I'm like them, they'll like me more. But that was so draining. It is so draining. And I've been working on just being who I truly am in the moment and speaking my mind and also just being very true to myself, um, instead of staying silent and trying to overthink what is the best, like, mask I can put on. And that was even affecting YouTube. And I've only put up a few videos, but the very last video that I put up was the realest version of me. I I'm always tired. I'm always overwhelmed, um, overthinking, over everything. I'm over everything. And that was who I really that's who I really am in the moment. And I think that's one of my favorite videos because I'm not trying to hide anything. In the previous videos that I've made, I was so critical about everything, how I looked, how my makeup was. Even when I was editing, it would take hours and hours because I was so worried about every weird face that I made, or if my voice sounded weird, if I stuttered. I was so just, like, why can't I be perfect? And that's the thing. I can't be perfect. No one can be perfect. And that is completely normal. And that's something that I've just had to cope with because I am a perfectionist with myself, with who I am and how I present myself. I want to be accepted. I want people to accept me, but that makes me very critical of every little thing that I do. It also makes me fear failure, which is what I would say is my number one fear that I'm aware of, is being a failure. This is getting pretty personal, very quick. But I was holding myself back, keeping myself like in this box and afraid to step out of it because with stepping out of it, you're going into the unknown. With stepping out of that box, I'm going into the unknown, the darkness. I have no idea what's on the other side. And I'm being vulnerable, but I'm not sure if other people will accept that or if they'll like that. But what I've been trying to understand is it's okay. Not everyone is going to like that. I need to be okay with that. And what I find is when I am my most authentic self, I have so much better of a time and I make such greater connections with people because I'm being true to them. I'm being true to myself as well. And I know that connections will last far longer than anything built on a mask. Also, I am someone who has like really big goals for myself, and I'm constantly trying to work on like self development and being the best version of myself. And when I'm so worried about other people and what their thoughts of me are going to be, that also keeps me from focusing on my own goals and focusing more on, well, what does this person want me to do, or how does this group want me to act, or even with social media and just saying like, well, is this something that people are gonna like? Oh, if I post this, are people gonna dislike me? And at the end of the day, that really doesn't matter. If people don't like me or don't agree with my personality, that's okay. And I have to be okay with that. That's what I'm learning. And let me tell you, since I've been like practicing my self development and being who I really like, my most authentic self, I have grown so much motivation to actually like accomplish my goals. Like recently, and I've been doing some filming, but I've been doing some filming, and I'm really excited to like be consistent. But I've been getting back into the gym, and I've been treating myself very well. I've been focusing on sleep, which is very important, and waking up early because that's a personal goal of mine. Um, and also planning out my days, which is very hard for me to do. I um, just so I can stay on track. But yeah, because while I'm sitting under all this pressure of, how are people going to think about me if I'm truly myself, that that was keeping me from that was keeping me from doing the things that I really wanted to do, like making certain videos that I thought would be like great ideas. But I was like, well, this doesn't really go with what my channel has on it so far, but that shouldn't matter. I want to post content that represents who I am and, what I do in my daily life, and the journey that I go on with fitness and my education and just at home. Even like fun things like thrifting or cooking. I want to get into uploading things like that. I think those are really interesting and fun videos. But my fear of being disliked kept me from doing the things that I really loved. And that's not fair to me. And when I think about this, I'm like, really, I was stopping myself from being who I really want to be. It was really what it is. Because stay with my perception of how other people were going to perceive me. Yeah. Yeah. My perception of how other people were going to perceive me kept me in this like chokehold of fear. So, all in all, if I want to summarize it, I have been doing a lot of just thinking about who I am, who I want the world to see me as, which is who I truly am, and um, working towards stepping out of my shell and being true to myself. So, in saying that, I am just really excited to let everyone see who I am and know my thoughts and see into my life. And I think that's going to be pretty rad. I think it's going to be awesome. And I'm very excited to just be more active on social media and posting. I will be posting more on Instagram and yeah, just have big things planned. Big things planned. But I'll have to work on consistency. Yes. But if you stayed this long and listened to my whole yap, I really appreciate you. And thank you so much for watching and supporting me. And I hope you have an amazing, amazing day. And I I just saw a bird outside. Sorry. I pray for y'all safety and just for you to continue growing into who you are and who you are in Christ. And I pray for peace over you. I pray for peace over you in whatever situation you're going through. And just know that you are not alone. You're not alone. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If it wouldn't be too much of a hassle, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I will see you very soon. And if I don't upload soon, you have permission to like comment like, hey, where are you? What are you doing? Or don't. If you don't care that much, that's fine. That's fine. But I will be seeing you all very, very soon. Bye.
Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find her image with the rest. She'll be learning how to breathe, spinning through identity, reveal another pretty little scheme. Save her mind, hold her hand, and don't